There are a million ways to affect the mood and sort of emotional depth of a song. But when we're talking about chords, sometimes getting into sevens, right, into whatever seven it is that you're playing those chords, you would think it would continue the trend of, if I do have just a dyad or a power chord, and I add that major third in there to make it the triad for a major, right? Now, what I would do is go one step further and add the major seven to make it even more major, and that is not the case. It is going to sort of round off, I almost think of almost like softening the light that would be the brightness of this if I add that major seven in there. Now, building a chord of 1, 3, 5, and 7, it would depend on where that 7 lies. It's going to be a little bit brighter, right, and not have too much of the dimness almost on the edges of that bright major sound if that 7 is stacked higher in the melody. This does tend to be brighter than this, where my major 7 is down here in pitch, and then versus this voicing where my major 7 is up there in pitch. But what we're doing, and what we can see, especially for your guitar players, is I have a minor triad, right, almost like a C sharp minor, right, this triad right here, in my A major 7. So there is a minor triad sort of like snuck in that chord, and that's what pulls that major brightness down. Now, that's the same thing where if I have minor, right, you would think, oh, I'm going to go even further and make it a minor 7, actually take some of the sharpness, the severity of that minor away, right? And really what I have is a major, if I play a C major chord here, I have a major triad right there, sort of snuck into my minor 7, right? So use that appropriately. Your major 7 is not going to take your major chord and brighten it, and your minor 7 is not going to take your minor 7 chord and make it even more, make it darker, So think about that with your writing as you're getting into more creative chord voicings.